Unlike E3, the anime equivalent, AnimeJapan, has a very limited Western following, and it kind of makes sense. AnimeJapan offers no live streaming for most of their events, and even if they did, they're very boring. Remember the Square Enix conference last year? Imagine that, but with less information, and it goes all weekend. So in the spirit of not making things boring as fuck, I wanted to give you a quick digestible way to get the news. And what could possibly be more digestible than a top 10 list? Before we dive in, let's go through some of the new announcements. Fate Stay Night's Heaven's Feel movie will be released in 2017 and will be a trilogy. Not only that, but Fate Extra will be getting an anime adaptation from Studio Shaft. Nanatsu no Taizai will be getting 4 special episodes in August based on a brand new original story from the mangaka. Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans is getting season 2 this fall. Arslan Senki season 2 will be released in summer and will be 5 episodes long. The 70s Tatsunoko franchise Time Bokan will be receiving a new series. Ensemble Stars is 2017. Natsume's Book of Friends got a season slated for fall 2016. Kiniro Mosaic and Yuyushiki will be getting a special episode. The new Makoto Shinkai film will be out in August. Let me just catch my breath. Tales of Zestiria the X will be airing in summer. Danganronpa 3 will be split into 2 parts, one following the future of the cast and the other acting as a prequel to Danganronpa 2. It'll air in summer. ReLife will be airing in summer. Tsukiyuta, a series about boys who represent months, will be out in summer. For instance, this is March. The Touken Ranbu game is getting 2 anime, one by Ufotable for 2017 and the other by Dogokobo for fall. Reikenzan is getting a 2nd season, the Island visual novel is getting an anime, Zega Pain got a compilation movie, and that's 3 days worth of news in 2 minutes. Let's start the list. Just when Food Wars fans had given up hope, the Shokugeki no Soma Season 2 trailer shown at AnimeJapan was released online the morning after on Monday with some brand new footage. Shokugeki no Soma still remains my favourite manga, and despite the lack of directorial or stylistic agency taken by the staff and a generally bland production that adapted panel to panel, it's still the same story that I fell in love with, and I can't wait for more. The series will finish off the fall election arc, which is amazing, and go into the Stagiaire or Stagiaire, however it's pronounced, arc, which was particularly good at portraying character evolution and forming new dynamics. Season 2 was confirmed to be airing this summer, along with an original beach episode, because of course that's happening. Male cheerleading are 2 words that you don't hear paired together too often, and Cheer Boys offers a chance to break new ground and inform an audience about a world commonly perceived as being something just for girls. It's a widely unappreciated sport, and the PV took the important direction of never showing who they're cheering for, because it doesn't matter. But I didn't just include this particular trailer because I like the premise, because it's actually really well put together as well. See what I mean? Directed by Ai Yoshimura of SNAFU and Haru Ride fame, this is an excellent trailer for a potentially excellent show airing in summer. Releasing on the first day of AnimeJapan, the new Top Gear is looking great. After Jeremy Clarkson punched a producer, the hunt for new hosts was a struggle. And after realising Chris Evans and Joey from Friends was a terrible idea, the Stig is now joined by a group of high school girls ready to race around the Top Gear track on their new bikes. Sakura in particular has a lot to prove as the most inexperienced driver on her Honda Hyper V-Tech. So, look forward to Top Gear Bakuon next season. Despite having trailers before this was a more extensive look at the series. Most importantly, it featured a lot more character animation, really showing off the strengths of the designs. And who other than an animator would make character designs that work so well within animation? This is Mai Yonayama, a Gainax veteran with some great recent experience as both an animator and animation director. Her first work as a designer was on the Japan Animator Expo film Hill Climb Girl, and now as you can see, her work on Kiznaiver moves beautifully, looking great from every angle. I've got a lot to say about the director as well, but let's save that for another video, because for now, let's just say that this trailer gave me a revitalized faith in Kiznaiver as a show. So I knew Majestic Prince was going to be at AnimeJapan, but I never expected it to get a film. Acting as a sequel to the series, Majestic Prince the movie will be released in cinemas later this year. Majestic Prince is a somewhat odd franchise. Jumping on a bandwagon of mecha shows, Majestic Prince never seemed to deliver anything overly compelling in terms of its wider plot. But instead, it seemed to possess great strengths in its portrayal of Team Rabbits themselves and onboard antics. It was a mech show that was really good at being a slice of life, and I grew to love the characters, something that many other mecha shows struggle greatly with. So, if you live in Australia like me, I want you to do me a favour. I want you to tweet at Madman and say you love to see Majestic Prince the movie in cinemas here. This will be Operation. Hanabi won't do it, so maybe Madman will instead. Good luck, soldiers. Hopefully you're not getting sick of me talking about animation, because this isn't an anime trailer. I don't even know anything about Fate Grand Order outside of friends saying it's quite good. But the important thing here is the animation. There's more animation in this than any other trailer, and this is 15 seconds long. Being a joint animation effort from two WebGen animators, both of whom were a part of the Yozakura Quartet team, I spoke about that in this video, the elaborate animation here is stunning. I'd go into depth, but thankfully a friend of mine already has. Chris, or Mr. Einfan, wrote up a great analysis showing all of the incredible detail here. I've posted this into the description and in the comments. Make sure to click on all of his links as he screenshotted a load of the details that your brain is taking in but you don't notice consciously. It's definitely worth a read for those interested in animation. Yes, fucking yes. So I accidentally got the date wrong on the schedule and thought this was coming out on Saturday. I reread it, found out it was Sunday, then it got to the time it was meant to air, and they showed the trailer, but they didn't release it online. I stayed up just for that trailer until it was released at 4 PM on Monday. And I did all of this because New Game is fantastic. It's a slice of life series about game development by the staff of Engaged to the Unidentified. Is there a sentence happier than that one? It's a genuinely really nice story, and game development is the perfect stage for a series about getting your first job. It's an optimistic series. Albert isn't going to get laid off and be on welfare by episode 2. There was a time when I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and reading New Game gave me an optimistic view on productivity. It's just really fucking good, and I love it so goddamn much, and I can't wait to watch it this summer. I made it no secret that I loved Rage of Bahamut Genesis last year, even going so far as to playing the game, and being disappointed that it's not nearly as good. It's basically Mafia Wars with tits. But the anime launched us on an adventure. The story was simple, yet the level of character spread a thick coat of exciting Nutella onto an otherwise basic slice of bread. It had a great art design about it, giving this brilliant rustic feeling. It was class. And now, with a new protagonist and a new adventure, it avoids sequel syndrome with a 10-foot pole. Of all the trailers this year, this was probably the best in terms of editing and structure. It re-establishes the world, introduces a larger-than-life conflict, then welcomes the unlikely protagonist here to stop it. But who's here to help her on her way? Hey look, it's the cast of season 1. That's awesome, but aren't we missing it? And there we go, a single shot of Favreau looking cool as fuck. If Virgin Soul is half as good as its trailer, we're in for something great. There's few trailers that can change your impressions entirely. When the key visual for Flip Flappers was released, it looked like a shitty magical girl show with awful character designs. Then the trailer came out and holy fuck, it'll probably be the best animated show of the year. There's some really neat background animation, effects animation, and just a general grasp of style that we don't get often. It's directed by the guy who created episode 5 of Space Dandy 2nd season, and when I say created, I literally mean created. He wrote it, he drew all of the characters, he drew all of the keyframes, he directed it, and Jesus fucking Christ, give him a medal. He's an animator by trade, and you better believe he's not letting this show go without it looking fucking amazing. And finally, to wrap this all up, it's Yuri on Ice. That's Yuri the name, not Yuri the genre. If you want lesbian girls on ice, then I'd recommend Horse Girls. Anyways, this is the next series by auteur Sayo Yamamoto, who previously created Michiko to Hatchin and Lupin III, the woman called Fujiko Mine. Yamamoto has a career based on impressing people. She was hired by Madhouse after impressing Satoshi Kon and ended up doing a load of storyboard work, particularly on openings and endings, as it allowed her unique style to flourish, and she still gets brought onto high-profile series for that same purpose. But occasionally, we get a series directed by her, and that's when things get cool. Last year she directed Endless Night, a short film about an ice skater, and now we have a full series and it looks absolutely phenomenal. So if you don't mind me, I'm going to take this as 100% proof that dreams do come true. Thanks for watching the Canipa Effect. Hopefully this has got you up to speed on Anime Japan and given you some cool new things to look forward to.